Alright, hello. This is Mr. Pokemon 907, straight off the bat from the previous episode. We're going to carry on. We did the Rock Cup. That is the first half of Wave 3. We're going to go on ahead and we're going to complete the Moon Cup right now. We're going to head with what's her specific name? Cat Peach, yeah. Meow. Submerge through the world. Alright, so let's see. Alright, I see, we need better tires. The Saber Slick looks nice thus far. And is that the, yeah. And the Slick. So Slick or Saber Slick. And yeah, purple, anyone would say that purple is going to be more suited to this thing, but I'm really seeing the green. I'm really seeing the green here. Yeah, it gives it a more, yeah. The color appeal to me is better with the green. You know, pink and purple, it seems like it's forcing it a bit much. I should go ahead and work in the style department, shouldn't I, in our industry? Get our gold glider, yeah, nice. Yeah, so gold and gold glider, that's gonna be it. And let's go ahead. Moon Cup. Yeah, excitement. Excited. Let's get it. Excited. It's 2 minutes exactly before we begin our Moon Cup. So this is Berlin Byways from my Kart tour. Got me seriously interested in these tracks in that game. Very interested. Alright, I got a few burnouts back there, but we're fine. This is one of the more amazing soundtracks, to be honest. Alright, come on. I was so sure I could get down through there, and I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm way better than that. Oh god. I didn't play this track forever. I wasn't playing these DLC tracks. I was just trying to relive the amazing attention to detail, and the original Mario Kart 8 tracks are so awesome. Oh god, I swore. I even thought it was used up just now. Like, I swore I pressed this in time. Alright, let's see. Using full potential right now. I'm done. I'm fucking done. This world is weird as fuck these days. It's like, I don't know, people are swapping places, identity crisis. Don't worry about the details, but people are being weird as fuck. And if you play a game and it doesn't seem like you're, you know, playing at your full potential, you're probably swapped. And people were saying as like a smart reference to that in the past. They used to say keck, but I think they finished with that. Bunch of fucking shit. Bunch of shit. These days are just dying annoying everywhere. Every fuck is annoying. I can't even play a game in peace, and maybe you know, you can't even slip up in skill even a bit, or you're not yourself, you're probably someone else. These days are literally insane, man. Fucking insane. A lot of weird shit going on. Then Disney Pixar just launched that trailer for Hoppers. Like, for the longest while, I've been telling people, man, you know, there's some of us people who we pick up the energy from others, and we're like really sensitive to people's energy to the point that we can openly call ourselves psychic. I'm one of those people. And animals for the past 8 years have had some seriously like conscious energy levels, as though they're like almost human in consciousness. I mean, they're just around us. Suppose it is, you know, people always spoke about, you know, the whole like, people always spoke about astral projection and stuff like that. And these days, the spirit energy in the atmosphere is like so strong. I'm not one of those like crystal weirdo types. I barely even talk about these things, but it's getting real these days, man. It's getting too damn serious. Uh, the energy in the earth when it comes to that form of energy, I do believe is like twice, 3 times, maybe even 10 times full. So I wouldn't doubt it that, you know, witches or whoever practices that kind of shit, they could maybe project themselves into dang animals that they could spy on people and shit. And Disney Pixar just released that dang trailer for Hoppers, and these people are putting their minds into robots, you know, like taking the place of animals in a sense. These are robots designed to look like animals. And I guess they maybe just use robots because to have a cartoon of people putting themselves into literal animals might not have gone well with PETA. If you know what PETA is, that's an organization group, industrial organization group that like kind of directly supports animals and the protection of them. And that wouldn't have been, you know, that would have been too awkward anyways. So but yeah, I think that's literally what's going on these days because I've seen some weird shit around the house. Either cats attacking my cats, you know, the oddest timings, or like just animals around the house just like hanging around in the oddest fashion. So some shit is going on. This is no joke. This is no joke. I'm just gonna use my hand here take something off. That was the end of the dying intro anyways. It had some dust in the screen. Alright. These days are poor. These days are retarded. Like you can't even play a DLC in peace if people thinking, you know, where'd you get all that. You can't even, you know, every little thing people will rather like hack and get. Nah, I got all this legally because I am not risking my system being bricked in 2026. Like when certain new digital laws like come into play and stuff next year, people are gonna see what I mean. If you hear a noise in the background, I do apologize. We're pretty much at the end of this episode anyways. I just wanted to get this wave of DLC out of the way for today at least. I live my, let's just say that my household is running its own like productive business, and there's a workshop right next to my, you know, the workshop is literally in my home. So like as much as I could, I do record at night time, but this game is too fucking huge. The DLC alone gave us 48, that is 48 tracks. That is a lot. So I'm just trying to run through these as quick as I could, you know, daytime and nighttime recordings, just to get this finished, and so that I could move on, you understand? We want to get our way over the Mario Kart world as quickly as we could. I want to get my way over the Mario Kart world. I'm the only one playing this dying series. But I mean, I'm saying we're because, you know, interactive with viewers. Like, we're experiencing this together. That's the whole point of me doing these recordings, ain't it? So, last lap. Just watch it careful around these. Could get a star or a bullet bill and just launch straight through you. Okay, stay out the middle of the road because they could just come up right behind you and bang! Alright? Don't mind me taking that big risk. I've been in the middle of the road right there for like way too long. That was a whole half hour in Mario Kart time on a track. Yeah, so we've actually gone the opposite direction. They've been really creative. Holy shit, what was that? That green shell should have, you know, struck me, didn't it? Wasn't it? Alright. I really should have been, you know, struck by that green shell. I'm quite sure. Alright, barely missed me. Whatever happened there. Toss that back. For whomever. Alright, we've already got a 10 coins, but we're still going to collect those for fun. If the noise in the background is, you know, terrible, I'm sorry. There's something called stable volume, especially if you're watching on a television, YouTube TV. I don't know why they didn't YouTube didn't do that. They could have easily done that, but I guess maybe it's a little more tedious for programming. Whilst you're on the TV, it could say YouTube TV, and it might have, you know, maybe exposed that the Nintendo Switch 1 is technically a television as well, like program wise, and that would have been too good. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, television, on a television app, you could go into your settings whilst the video is playing, and you'd see something called stable volume. Select that, you'd get the best experience from there. I do apologize, this is the best that I could do for now. Look, this is fucking annoying, but since I was a baby, just about every second of home time I'm at home is, you know, that saw sound, sawdust in the ear, everything else. So this is the best that I could do. Like every hour of the day, every single, pretty much every minute of the day, that saw goes. So yeah, that's what we have to deal with here. And then when it's not that during the daytime, there are these fucking crickets that keep, you know, entering my room now. I never had that issue for years, but all of a sudden they just keep, you know, they're liking here for some reason. I've got to find a way to seal off my the bottom and the top of my door so they can't get in. I've got to stop them from getting in. It is annoying as shit. I found this really, you know, like she pretty much has on is an outfit. She's supposed to be dressing up as a cat. That's supposed to be the cat suit from Super Mario 3D World, but it's a freaking sweater, right? It's a snow sweater. When you seriously look at the style of it and stuff, perfect for this. I could have easily used this in the Lucky Cat cup, but then I looked at the traps and I was like, nah, too freaking obvious. Oh my gosh, come on. So this is another tour trap. Mario Kart Tour is so awesome. Alright, let's go ahead. Go up this way. And if you don't know what Tour is, you're someone who maybe you're new to the, you know, the gaming stuff, video gaming stuff, and you do not yet have a console, but you do, like most people, have a mobile phone that's, you know, powerful enough to handle a lot of your daily tasks. It is harmless. Definitely the way the game is coded, I can say, if I'm saying something like this, you can trust me. You can easily go onto the Play Store if you're using an Android, or your App Store with an iOS device, Apple iOS device, and you'll find, just type Mario Kart and something should show up. If you do have a compatible device, it's free, of course. The only thing you pay for is like direct access to character outfits, you know, like I think it's gems, whatever you use as a currency to like more easily unlock stuff. That's all you pay for, but you can actively play in your own time and unlock just about everything that's available in the game for free. It's a free to play. I think you need a Nintendo account, so is really good also if you're thinking about getting a Nintendo console as well, because if you create your Nintendo account for use for that game, you can use that same very account to just sign in on your new Nintendo console when you do get one. So I'm encouraging you can go ahead. Mario Kart Tour for iOS and Android devices. Quite awesome. Alright, it's blocked and we made it. Yeah. So yeah, that's 3 out of 4. Now we're moving on to the 4th track of the Moon Cup. 4th and final track of the Moon Cup, and getting this over with. This fucking saw is annoying me. I mean, is family income. I mean, yeah, is what pays a lot of the bills at the end of the day. But when you've been since a baby, practically a toddler, just watching your dad or whomever just cut away and cut away and cut away and cut away and cut away. You know, there are those videos people do they place a camera in the skies or whatever, or over a city line, and they just show the camera speeding up. Like if I was, and I'm quite sure if I was in a more, I'm so sorry Barbados, but you're not, stop calling yourself a freaking, I was gonna curse there, but you know, that would have been a bit worse, like, context wise. But stop calling yourself a dang country or a dang island. You are not a freaking country. You're literally 166 square miles. You are tiny as fuck. This island just depresses me in every way. This island is so dang fake, weird, everything else, right? If I was in a more developed land, if I was born onto a continent or something, I'm quite sure I would have been studying for journalism at first, if anything. You know, writing, that would have been my first passion. It's quite easier. You can get acquainted then with people and getting out there, assessing information. But I find this island, it focuses mostly on females. Maybe because it isn't naturally as wealthy enough to focus on the males and the females. A lot of them get those sort of jobs, but more easily. Maybe there is some sort of like what people call worthless or perverted reason for that too, but I'm not going to go there. I would have definitely been doing some form of documentary and maybe detailing about the physical strain on males in the modern world and how we're technically forced to push these days, especially entrepreneur jobs. We don't get the public jobs as much anymore, especially in these parts of the world. But if it was on a continent, I'm quite sure I would have asked you know, I would have had to ask because it's my dad, but still, yeah, I would have needed his consent. And I was going to just place a camera there and literally show him how much he does work every single day. The amount of cuts that you'd see in that speed recording is insane. I tell you, like every single day, like big pieces of wood too, like just cut, 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 cut. You see the sun progressing and digressing. You see the sun going up, coming down, and just cut. Is the hours will pass at night. It's going to be quite a bit, yeah. But as soon as daytime, like early morning, it's starting again, and then just going straight through the majority of the day. You see wood cutting again. It's crazy, and that would be going on for months. I tell you, right? I could speed it up times 10 even. You know, you could do that with video technology, and it would be going on forever, I tell you. I've got one of those brains. I've got really good picture memory and stuff, and I could literally emulate a speed cam. That's what you call them, a speed cam. I could emulate a speed cam there going at 8 times speed even, and it would be literally infinite. It's crazy. And that's just to push for like normal bills. And we live in 2025. Prices are extremely high. Me recording this might seem like, you know, some useless. This is really dang important, especially these days. This is where we're gonna make most of our income after AI. You know, imagine AI building freaking furniture. Imagine AI taking our cashier jobs. That's gonna happen for sure. Imagine AI taking our doctor's appointment jobs, every shit. Imagine AI selling at stores. Imagine AI fueling your vehicles. Imagine AI taking care of your children. That part might take a bit more time. I don't think people just want to drop their babies in your hands of robots that are so like new, and that I don't think that one is coming anytime soon, for sure. Hell no. But AI is eventually going to take everything from us, and I've been thinking about this for years. I'm right at the precipice, and right at the end of our what I call biological era, and we're now in the age of automated anime series that recently, in a few years back, had like film productions like Ghost in the Shell and stuff like that. They are directly focusing on the age of automated, and we're in the beginning of those days for sure. So this is intense, man. At least a lot of people will be eased off of the infinite work, but it definitely could take away from people's way of life entirely. It could shift the economic ecosystem way too much all of a sudden. It could be a shock to a lot of people's families. So I know this is a Mario Kart series, but begin thinking about your your base of income. You know, you've got to be more creative with it as much as you can. All right, so 20 minutes and we finish this. All right, that is not too bad. Not too bad. So we got our first end credits. Please, please, no saw time, please. What am I asking though? Cut if you have to cut. It is very important to family. But anyways, whoa. So there's this new I'm not sure how new that is. You could actually place your location on your videos and stuff. Yeah, so it's Beijing monitor furniture, something like that, marketplace, something like that. Yeah, so this game though, this game is this game could have been, I would say, a lot worse, but no, they put a lot of focus into this game. I can easily tell. So much so that people left the Mario Kart world and came back to this game. The DLC edition made this game such a freaking deal, a pack. You can go ahead and buy this if you're looking to. For those of you looking for the best out of your buck, I would recommend you get this game. That is the thing is, this isn't even finished. This is only because we got to the first end of the DLC. When you finish the first half, they do it. Then there's a second half as well. We've got to go through those. So next episode we're going to continue on this booster course. But for now, yeah, use it in this game. Easy spoilers like heck, because we didn't do these tracks yet. We're going to. Some we did, some we didn't. So this is why I also do not agree with this. I don't think they should have given us this cutscene yet, to be honest. I believe they should have only done this after you finished every single one. But I guess because this is by the time the Wave 3, right, was complete, and Wave 4 wasn't out yet, and you just have this cutscene here. So I guess this was their way of giving us the preview for the remainder of the, yeah, because we didn't even go to Yoshi's Island yet. There's Yoshi's Island there that Birdo is just driving on. This was their way of showing us what is arriving, what is next for the DLC. I guess that's it. That seems more plausible for the reason they did this. But I really still believe this was a bit too early though. Ignore the spoils of the people, man. Like, they could have easily just made this the cutscene for the very final Spiny Shell cut, but why complain? We're watching it now and it's really nice still yet. But all these tracks, we didn't even drive in these yet. That's my point. Yeah, we drove in this one, right? The jumping over the pier. Yeah, Daisy circuit. Nice. Nice. Tone voice. Oh, that's Pauline's car. Made sense, right? Because she's a singer, she's like a musical artist. If it was that these were like based on like real characters, our world actually had Mario and stuff in them, I could definitely see Nicki Minaj and Pauline being freaking rivals and stuff. Like Pauline and Nicki Minaj would be at it. Their voices are similar. They did end up being in the same genre for sure. Alright. And things are getting so dang weird. There's some people who'd say that I'm not crazy because they know as well. Things are getting so weird these days that it's very possible something similar to these being in our world is quite near. quite near, causes me to even question some things about these characters and what they're really based on. So that's the attack Q note. I think I've got it. Oh, it just progresses bit. So that's it. That's it. Yes, that's it. These special art inclusions for the, yeah. So I've got to do some research. I've got a friend here who also has a Nintendo Switch too, and you know, like we're like looking around for games that we can actually play together in multiplayer, like awesome stuff. Uh, a lot of the mainstream games do have game share where you don't need both systems to have a card, but I'm just gonna look around. If so, we can do a recording of some multiplayer for some games as well. I'll think about that, but I'm just focusing for now on finishing this. Alright? So, thank you for watching. This has been Mr. Pokemon 907. The very next episode, we are going to, I do this as much as I can. I'm going to show what is going to be next in the very next episode. We're going to move on to the Fruit Cup, right? And that is going to be the beginning of wave 4 for this booster course. It's six courses, 6 waves, not 6 courses, my god. It's 6 waves within this DLC, and we're actually so far into it already. We're going to begin wave 4 with the Fruit Cup and the Boomerang Cup, alright? Well, right now I'm just going to end this as quickly as I can. That noise in the background must be distracting and annoying. I'm so sorry about that. I'm going to find a way to add some noise reduction, some background noise reduction to my video content as well. So for now, thank you for choosing Mr. Pokemon 907. Until next episode, good evening, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I just messed that up. Seriously. It's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Whichever, whatever, wherever. Until next episode, stay tuned.